Hello there! We're still at IQ Games in Huddersfield, here at the Northern League Invitational with Sam. I'm Luke. So Sam, you've chosen to bring blue-white control for the modern portion of this event today.
Yep.
You're 3-1 so far, doing well going into modern. Tell me more about this.
Well, I decided to play this deck because some card availability issues, of course, but I felt like I have a good matchup with Bant Eldrazi with all the removal spells in this deck, but I don't think I can beat Land of Control, so I'm hoping to dodge that matchup in the Swiss portion, but I know a lot of people are playing it.
Okay, so what do you think the meta is going to be like then? I mean, I don't want to talk to you too much about the deck just in case, there's people around listening. But when it comes to actually deciding to play this deck, you said you wanted to avoid certain archetypes and beat other archetypes. Do you think there'll be a lot of Bant Eldrazi today?
I think there'll be not an amazing amount, but just at least 4 or 5, I think, possibly. In quite a small field, you may need to make sure you shore up. You can't make everything work because Modern is so broad and diverse. You can't make your deck beat Lantern, Bant Eldrazi, Blue-White Control, and all these other archetypes because they're so different and play many different strategies. But Blue-White Control is good against creature decks, and I'm hoping there'll be a lot of creature decks in the field.
Okay, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I understand that. This is proper traditional blue-white control as well. It's kind of lovely, like almost the control player's dream. Yeah. How have you found? Have you played it at all? Have you got much experience?
Well, the embarrassing moment. It's going to be my first match of a deck in the event. The same with my Legacy deck. Didn't play a single round of it, but we did all right there.
Yeah, we did all right there.
3-1.
So this is sort of the control player's dream, isn't it? So you played a lot of blue-white control in other formats and elsewhere before.
Yeah, I played a lot of less control decks, more Delver, so a bit more tempo-based, but I played a lot of control in the Revelation Standard format about 3 years ago. Yeah. So I played with Supreme Verdict and Sphinx Revelation a lot, but I haven't played it in Modern that much.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from. But do you think that that's true of a lot of players here, though? I know that blue-white control is a popular archetype.
Well, I know that Rob Catton has been advocating the deck, and he's quite a good player. He's doing pretty well right now. I think he might be 3-1, 4-0, sort of. 4-0. All right, might have to play against him. Who knows? But yeah, I think I was saying the blue-white deck is fairly well positioned against creature decks, but I do not think I can beat Land Control.
Okay. When it comes to deciding what decks you can beat and can't beat in Modern, I know sideboarding helps those sorts of decisions.
Yes.
And white is a very popular colour to be able to build a good sideboard with. Is it the case of the blue-white control deck is one of the better decks to like Miracles in Legacy, where you can manipulate your 75 to beat lots of other different kinds of decks? And if that's true, what sort of innovations have you made specifically today to beat the decks that you think you want to play against?
Well, there are a lot of powerful classic white sideboard cards recently, like Stony Silence is insanely good versus Affinity and Lantern. Rest in Peace is a very powerful sideboard card against Dredge, but that's kind of not been as popular with the bannings. But mostly, I think that the sideboarding can be built to beat most decks. With blue-white, there's always guys to same traffic. You're really not sure about a matchup. You just jam it and hope you can clock them with your powerful tempo spells like Path to Exile and Revelation's okay. Mana Leak's very tempo-based, so you can kind of switch roles into an aggressive deck, but mainly you're a control deck and you're trying to beat decks that go really long with creatures and one-for-one.
How are you going to switch gears? So going from playing Legacy, playing a really high-powered format, to playing cards like Mana Leak instead of Counterspell?
Well, I've cast Days today, and that was very exciting, but Mana Leak, not the same, it's much less fun. You just one-for-one them. And
do you think that there are a lot of transferable skills between I know a lot of our viewers at home will be thinking, I've not played a lot of Legacy before, or perhaps I've not even played a lot of Eternal Magic before, and I think that one of the nice things that the Northern League series has done is made it more available to a lot more people. Do you think that there are a lot of transferable skills to people that might have played this deck in Modern, or might be wanting to play this deck in Modern, building this deck in Modern, playing against this deck in Modern FNMs, comparing that to your experience of Legacy? How do you find those two?
So, Legacy is a much more broad format, and it's more about knowing what spells your opponents are playing and what sort of different archetypes. And as long as you have a sort of general knowledge of Legacy, you can kind of get by. But with Modern is similar as well. You just know the decks, you know how mostly you should play the matchups. Obviously, you have to iron out some creases and small card interactions. But apart from that,
So yeah, I see where you're coming from. And would you say as well, people talk a lot about format wars, and I don't like that. I think that that's very wrong. But there definitely are people that are specifically almost trained themselves to be very good at specific formats, and that's definitely true of these two. But you've played a range of different formats. And you've been very successful outside of this specifically, and it's good to hear from people that are maybe worried about entering into this sort of sphere that there's room for there are transferable skills. Is that something that you can appreciate?
For sure. If I mainly play Standard and Limited, and I played quite a bit of Modern, so I'm okay at that. But Legacy, I played close to none. Like nowhere near as much standards I've played of any format. But once you start playing Legacy, it kind of all fits in, and like all the different card interactions. Some of them are similar. Like I played Infect today, and Infect's also a modern deck, but they kind of do different things, and the point spells are much better and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of transferables, like you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, again, at the same time, the blue-white control deck in Modern is about beating players that are trying to attack you with creatures, and or mid-range decks that are trying to go long, and you're just going to wipe the board and land a Planeswalker and crush. And to some extent, we were watching Death and Taxes versus Miracles just a moment ago on the stream, and the Miracles player was looking really far behind, and then he wrapped the board and landed a Planeswalker.
Yeah, that's just how it works sometimes. Like,
yeah, it's just Magic, and that's just how Wizards wants Magic to go, which is really good. We talked a little bit about Rob Catton and how there are specific players in the room today that you're looking to beat specifically as well, like to some extent. Have you metagamed at all around the player base specifically since we released the actual attendees before the event, obviously?
I don't really want to confirm it, but I have some cards for Rob, he's the danger player.
Do you have any like smack talk? Have we got?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dare. Yeah. He's a lovely guy.
Yeah. Okay, so but when it comes to like specifically that we released a list of players beforehand, was it? Did you like? Because I did. I looked down and I was like, "Ooh, there's this guy, and he'll be playing this." And did you do a bit of that?
Like, basically, I only know Rob's deck because he's played it so much. And everyone else, I'm not really from the north, so it's kind of unfitting that I'm here. But I did play quite a lot in the past, so I don't really know that many people here. Like, I don't know anyone's decks, really. And
yeah, fair enough, yeah. I think that's true of a lot of people that have come today, though. And has it been nice to some extent to, I mean, you played at the Pro Tour, but has it been nice to come and arrive to this sort of place and meet people that you like and spend time with them?
Yeah, of course. It's the main reason I came here. Like, the tournament is really good fun. It's different split format, and I really like that.
Perfect. Yeah, that's really good to hear. Finally, just before we go, Sam, whose socks are you wearing today?
My own.
Thanks a lot, Sam. That was really good. Thank you.